What's up, my crypto legends? How is everyone doing? Make sure to smash up that like button on your way in, guys, and let's dive in to see what is happening with Bitcoin. We're going to take a look at the S&P 500, of course, and we're also analyzing Bitcoin on the lower time frames. On the 1 hourly, I'm going to show you my support levels, my resistance levels, what kind of patterns do I see, what could happen tomorrow. Okay, looking at the probabilities here, guys, nobody knows what is going to happen exactly, but we can have an idea on where we could go, where we could stop, which is very, very important. Also, what major levels we need to take a look here on the chart. Now, let me just go here quickly through the comment section and say hello, guys. How is everyone doing? I hope everybody is doing absolutely fantastic. Let me just go here quickly through the comment section. I think you can hear me very well. And yeah, guys, hello. I got Mark Dutch here. How are you doing? We've got 130 watching at this moment. Make sure to smash up that like button. Hola, crypto legends. Smash that like button on your way in, Mark Dutch. Yes. Hola, Andy. Robbie, how are you doing? One of my members. Koala, yo peeps, hoping for some pumpy action this week, says Koala. I think so. But we need to take a look at the bearish immediate short-term scenario, okay? Because, you know, it is true that we do have the bulls fighting over here. There's a couple of good things that I do like about this kind of price action, okay, guys? Because we are creating a slightly higher low over here, as you can see. And the good thing about this is that we do have some pretty decent volume. This means that the bulls are fighting in some way, right? They want to defend this low 30K range. And this is what is happening. I just want to have give you a quick reminder. Most of big investors in 2021 invested here at this 30K range, all right? It is a very big average price where there's been poured billions in dollars into Bitcoin. Okay, so yeah, we can name them, but it is a few, big companies that have invested average price at the $30,000. Are they ready to sell at 30K levels, or are they ready to accumulate more? I would say that the low 30K levels is, a very good accumulation zone. Like I said on my last video, I think it's highly improbable, maybe not just now, that we are going to break down and successfully break this $30,000 range. I think a potential bounce, get a little bit of bullish momentum, get people excited, and then potentially roll back down is also very, very possible. We're going to take a look at this scenario, guys. Remember, on my latest video, you got incredible feedback on my latest video, a lot of likes. We did not arrive to 1,000 likes, unfortunately, for the giveaway. But let's see this week if the next videos gets up to 1,000 likes so I can do that Bitcoin giveaway, a giveaway in Bitcoin. So scenarios that we've been talking about is this one right over here. It is true that we are in a small ascending channel, okay? Here in the immediate short term, if you take a look at the 4 hourly chart, okay? It is true that we are in an ascending channel already because we have been creating slightly higher highs and slightly higher lows over here. Could this end up in like a kind of a bear flag and we are going to come straight back down and break support and continue to the downside? Well, there are some things going on worldwide. You know that they are, there's the SWIFT payment system is being blocked. I don't want to mention any countries, but it is being blocked for a country. And I think that this is pretty good, all right, for Bitcoin and crypto, and it might have a very bullish effect, unfortunately. Good for Bitcoin and potentially good for quite a lot of the cryptos. So yeah, I think we could have that bullish effect. We've been talking about this potential pump on my latest video to round about this area. I think it's highly probable after this reaction over here. And also, we've been talking about that bearish Gartley harmonic pattern. Everything, indicates that from this high to this low to this high, we could see that leg up to above this area, which is $46,000, potentially hitting in between $46,000 and $48,000. And that might be a good shorting opportunity. Now, of course, this is a potential pattern that will form. It's safer, in my personal opinion, to short this, or depending on the reaction, than actually longing from this range. Of course, you can predict that this is going to happen. Nobody knows for certain, of course. But I think, you know, if we do get that reaction at this level, I think it would be potentially safer to short this. Okay. And this is something that we are going to analyze during these days, because we could get up there, you know, by tomorrow or Tuesday, or by, you know, Saturday, you know, or maybe next week. We don't really know. So it's something that we're going to analyze, guys. We want to take a look at the very, very short term. Let's see if we can find some scalping opportunities. We can dive into the 15-minute chart. Is this a potential bull flag that we are forming right now? It is very, very possible. So this is the 15-minute chart. Okay, I think I'm zooming into a little bit too much. We can take a look at the 30-minute chart. It is true that we are staying above a major range. And what range is that? It is that $39,000 area, 39, 38.5, you know, where we have had big consolidations here. Resistance, resistance, resistance. You can see that the price does react to that range. As you can see, we are currently having a consolidation above this area. And I think this is bullish. And for me, for tomorrow, there's going to be two potential scenarios. Okay, and of course it's bullish or bearish. But if we do get that bearish one, I think it's going to be an incredible zone for a potential long. And I've explained this on the video yesterday. So yeah, guys, I want to see your opinion. I want to see what, you know, what you guys think, because if this were to be a kind of a bull flag, right, or a pennant, or a potential ascending triangle, or whatever, you know, the potential projected move would be coming all the way up to about $42,000, $43,000. Okay, that was a little bit of a speculation kind of textbook pattern. It's not the most beautiful because there's a lot of volatility, but that would be a potential projected move. Let's see what happens. I would be more interested in buying when we're having a little bit of a dip and a little bit of a reaction, of course. But, you know, I'm also interested in potentially laddering into a position, because, you know, this might be that like a potential consolidation before we have the next leg up and continue to the upside. And, you know, I wouldn't mind, you know, putting some positions here and laddering into my position if we do get that retracement. Okay, and I want to say that I am in a very small long position here on Bybit, and yeah, I want to find some potential good opportunities here on PrimeXBT with you guys today. It is Sunday. I don't really like to trade on Sunday, but if we see an opportunity doing short-term analysis here, I'm going to dive in, okay, live with you guys, of course, only if the opportunity is there. We don't want to force trading, of course. And you know the deal. On Bybit, you get an incredible bonus of up to $4,100 and also a 30% fee discount. I use this for swing trading. PrimeXBT for day trading. You get 7% added to your deposit. All the info is down below in the description, and I've got a full tutorial also down below. And this is another way to support the channel, of course. Right, enough talk. Let's take a look at the comment section. Say hello. Love from Beirut, Lebanon. Alexis, wow, absolutely great. Thank you for joining the live stream. Crypto legend Andy Russell, thank you for joining. Andy, nice to see you. Can you please check Moonbeam, GLMR, market about to make a move, the Master LL. Let's take a look at this one. Let's take a look at Moonbeam. Okay, straight away. GLMR US dollar. Let's see, let's check Moonbeam. Okay, we haven't got too much price data here. I think on Qcoin potentially, yeah, there's not too much price data unfortunately here. OKX, yeah, well, there's not enough to make analysis here on the chart, so yeah, we can't do any charting unfortunately. But it has had a massive retracement. We can check it out from here. Yeah, I'm not sure. This is not enough to take a look at some levels. So yeah, we're not going to chart this. Unfortunately, no chart data. Matek, how are you doing? Hey dude, says Hemau, how are you? Audrius, how are you doing? Portugal here. Can you should on my son Noha, please? Can you do a shout out on my son Noha, please? Absolutely. Shout out to Noha, Graham. Hey, just fine. Praying for Ukraine, says Knuro. Yes, I know. Very sad moments. East of Europe. Very, very sad moments. There, you know, I give my support to all the Ukrainians, and yeah, it's just very, very sad to see. Good evening, Crypto Legend, says Seb. How are you doing? Loud and clear, Mark Dutch. Okay. Right, let's take a look. Hi, Andy. Why so late today? Toxic. I guess because it's Sunday. Yeah, I've had a little bit of a day off during the morning and midday. So yeah, sorry about that. I'll be very busy with videos and live streams during the week. Hi, Andy. Been a while since I joined in one of your live sessions. Good to be back. Mike, how are you doing? Absolutely great. Russell, like button smashed. Thank you guys. Okay, a lot of talk here with the comment section. I got a long position, Hemau. I have also very, very small long position. I'm planning to add up if we do drop. But just in case we do have that big bullish consolidation and we start moving up from here, you know the analysis that I got, okay? Will this play out? Of course, I'm looking at probabilities here. And, you know, the setup looks pretty good. Right, 8K in play, says René Montenegro. Wow, I mean, $18,000. I'm not too sure if we'll go that low. But if BTC doesn't hold 29K, then 20K or lower monthly chart. Yes, I mean, I think if we do lose 30K successfully, it's not going to be easy for the bears. If we zoom out here on the daily chart, you know the deal. I think this has been a major level in the past. Of course, in a bear market, you finally break those support levels. In a big bear market, you finally break big support levels. This is very, very possible. But I think we could have a rally, like I mentioned on the videos, and then roll down. Okay, it is very, very possible. This is something that we are going to pay attention to. Like I said, if this Gartley pattern plays out, if it does play out, we do have some potential targets here. Now, I wouldn't rush in a trade, or depending on the price action that we do have, if we went all the way up to $48,000 range. If we take the lows, because this is a bearish pattern at the end of the day, from A all the way to D here, if it were to be about $47,000, the 382 is the first major target. And that is around about just below $42,000, 41.8, 41.7, approximately around that range. And it is a very, very strong support level. Okay, so it is really nice to see sometimes when you put all of these indicators, all of these patterns together. You know, it's amazing how you can see the levels where you could potentially stop. And this is you know, these are good indicators to take profits. Okay, if you are shorting from this level, you got the bearish Gartley, you got the resistance from these higher highs, and you know, very, very likely you are going to get that rejection from this range. And like I said, you know, if you are shorting a big massive pump here, and you do get into big massive profits, you need to take profits at the 382 basically, which is just below $42,000. Massive support here. If you are shorting here and you are expecting the price to break down and continue to the downside to like make a really like super massive big short, okay, if you are going to hit $20,000, the risk here is that you could get a big massive bounce and then a big massive pump, and you know, a successful breakout or a big massive fake out, getting your position in negative. So, you know, get in and get out if this does play out. Of course, I mean, this is only my opinion. I'm not a financial advisor, and of course, you know, you take your own decision at the end of the day when you are trading. So let's see what happens. You know, I want to see how we react to this range, guys. Let's take a look. Let's take a look. Average, how are you doing? Seb, average. Mark Dirch, moderators here giving insane support. Get ready for what? Dump or pump? Get ready for this situation for the week, right? Get ready. You need to get ready for the situation here. We want to do some very, very short-term analysis. Going to the 15-minute to the 30-minute, because it is true that we are holding a very, very big major point of control. Right there. We are just consolidating at this range. Are you bullish for this week or are you bearish? Let me ask you here in the poll. I'm going to ask you, are you bearish for this week? Let me know, guys, in the comment, in the poll, sorry, not the comment section. Are you bearish for this week, guys? Let's see if there's more people bullish or bearish. Always very interesting to see. How will we go? How will we go down, sir? We are past war, right? What will stop us now? Yeah, I mean, this is the thing, that there can be a bullish fundamental, which, like I said, you know that they're blocking SWIFT to a country for international payments, and this might be, you know, I do know that some countries in the eastern part of Europe are using cryptocurrency, stable coins. I think it might have a good effect on Bitcoin. You know the deal. What happened to gold? Now, obviously, gold did get a correction. I think this is just a quick, fearful pump, right? Where get your money into, and this happened in, yeah, just, you know, look at this daily massive pump here. Of course, this was just a little bit of a panic moment, I guess, but gold went all the way up to 1,971 in just a couple of days here. $100 pump on gold, which is over $1 trillion, over a $10 trillion, asset. On a over $10 trillion asset, you know, a 3% pump in one day is many billions. It's many billions of dollars. So I'm a very big fan of VPVR colors. Absolutely true, guys. Yellow and blue, absolutely true. Seb. Right, let's take a look. Good morning, says Rix. Head and shoulder on the daily chart for BTC, says Ferry. Let's take a look at this, of course. Guys, let me know your opinion, your charts, okay? If you give me some indications, we can take a look at your scenario. And obviously, you know, take a look, see if it's probable or not. Head and shoulder on the daily. Right, let's get a clean chart here on Bitcoin on the daily. Get the VPV out of the way. Head and shoulder on the daily. Is it this head and shoulder right over here? Is it this one, this classic one, where you do get that wick down here? This is already part of the right shoulder. Is it this one? I'm not a very big fan of this head and shoulder, actually. Yeah, this one didn't turn out good at all. This one did not turn out good. If this is the head and shoulder you're talking about, yeah, I'm not a huge fan. This one is a little bit, you can see the volatility here, I think. Yeah, and the potential target was going to, what was it? Was it very, very low target to $12,000. Yeah, I mean, this was supposedly another head and shoulder right there, where when we had this, you know, right? This was also a head and shoulder pattern. This one didn't break down the neckline. This one did, but look at the volatility. I mean, yeah, it's just very, very unreliable pattern, especially on the bigger time frames. and the massive big time frames, of course, very unreliable. A lot of eyes on this, so I think it's very unlikely to play out, in my personal opinion. If that was the pattern that you are talking about here. Looks like dumping. Yeah, very possible. Is Bitcoin dumping? It's just been going sideways. It's been trading now here for over 48 hours in between $40,000 and $38,000. So we are basically trading in this range. There's no signs of you know, no signs of a pattern here. I think the closest pattern would be, you know, a massive kind of bull flag, like I mentioned before. The ideal here, in my opinion, would be a big drop to this range and a consolidation. I think I would be very interested in looking for a long position right there. So that is my personal opinion. I just like very much this big massive spike in volume and this consolidation. This is telling me that the bears haven't got strength, too much strength to push the price down. Of course, you could have that effect afterwards because the bulls are not showing any sign just yet. But my take on this would be that if the bears fight this to these levels, that is when the bulls are going to massively get in. And that is only my theory, of course. Bullish, I think. Let me take a look at, wow, guys, look at the poll. Look at the poll. It is 50-50. Absolutely insane. We have been 50-50 for the last couple of weeks, almost 50-50, 55-45. So the question in on the poll here is, are you bearish for this week? And it's 50% yes, 50% no. Absolutely crazy. There is a battle in between the bears and the bulls. Looks ready to break upwards, says Knorrel. A potential megaphone pattern on the 1 hour time frame. Let's take a look at this. A potential megaphone pattern on the 1 hour time frame. Right, I think I would zoom in. Is this from the price movement from the 25th till today? Megaphone pattern, potentially, yes. Let's zoom in here on the chart. I'll tell you what, I'm going to go to this one. No, I'll go to this one and zoom in here. Are we forming a megaphone pattern? Well, if we could connect the lows right there, we could arguably discuss that, you know, that, yeah, we can't do this. Higher lows, we are printing higher lows slightly from looking at the 1 hourly chart. Is this a megaphone pattern if we connect this high and this high? It is potentially a ascending megaphone pattern or a bull flag. I think this is more of a bull flag in my personal opinion. Right. Analysis on AVAX says crazy craft. Absolutely. Let's take a look at no dumping no more, says Stephen. Yeah. We don't really know that. We want to try and make some money on the movements. So yeah, I think, you know, this is a very nice consolidation at a very important level. Very, very important level. So my take here on this is we either break to the upside between today and tomorrow, or we break down, and this is going to be a very interesting moment for BTC. I will be trying to go live if we do have this drop and see the reaction, because I think I will be very interested in longing this dump. So yeah, definitely scenario. Sunday today, very boring, you know, in between yesterday and today. You know, if you are a scalper, you can trade in between this range, in between $38,000 and $40,000. You know, when you get all the way up here near $40,000, you short. When you get all the way here to $38,000, you long. Of course, now we have been consolidating for a long time. It's very, very likely the closer we get to resistance, we're going to break very soon already after this consolidation. The closer you get to support, it's going to break to the downside, very likely. So now it is very, very risky to trade this range, right, for scalping, because it's, you know, we are just about to have a breakout. This is going to happen in the next 24 hours. So 4 hourly bull flag. Yes, I think so. Very, very possible. Very possible. 4 hourly bull flag, 1 hourly. You know, if we connect the 4 hourly closes right there, you know, with the volatility, not paying attention to the wicks. Okay, I think, yeah, this is very, very possible to be a bull flag. Volume is supporting to the upside. There's higher volume, more pressure in here. Not too much pressure inside of the flag. Yes, we do have this one right over here. We are seeing some kind of pressure there. But overall, I think the bulls are winning the fight, right? This is like watching, you know, a game, and here you can see who is winning and who is losing, and volume gives us a little bit that indication, right? Right, Luna, let's take a look at Luna. Absolutely, let's take a look at Luna. So BTC below 20k is absolutely impossible. I think so. Not impossible, of course. Nothing is impossible. Bitcoin can go to $10,000. I think it's very unlikely, but 20,000 is unlikely. Volatility below $30,000, I think, is the potential scenario. 28, 26 max pain, and there will be a lot of buying pressure at that area. Right, let's take a look at Luna, because Luna is one of those cryptos that has gone absolutely crazy. Let's take a look at Luna here for one of the a guy here in, wow, this has been absolutely insane. We've been talking about this scenario for a couple of weeks right now, where I think that Luna was going to enter an accumulation zone in between 55 and $38, in between $55 and $38. Why was this? Because there was an accumulation Jesse Livermore cylinder right there, right over here. I've showed you for all subscribers where you do get a parabolic run after ending the cylinder at some point, and then you have a retracement, a massive big drop, in this case over a 50% drop, and the top of the cylinder usually is a very, very good support range. So this is something that we were talking about for the last couple of weeks on some live streams. And I just want to show you here for any newcomers. This is like really old school chart analysis, but I've seen it a few times. I just want to show you here for newcomers this kind of scenario. This is an ascending accumulation cylinder from Jesse Livermore. This is in the early 1900s. This is like old school technical analysis. And, you know, 14 and 15 comes all the way down to 6 and 7, the top of the ascending cylinder, where it can potentially form a floor. It can potentially form an accumulation zone. And this is what has happened right over here for Luna. Of course, I was expecting potential more downside, potential more, you know, ranging at this level for maybe a few more weeks. And I can show you here on Ethereum, guys, because I did post something on Twitter, and a lot of people say, why do people follow still like really old school technical analysis from 50 or 100 years ago? Because it still actually does play out. And I talked about this ascending cylinder being an accumulation ascending cylinder all the way over here. I did mention a few times on a live stream back in the day in March of 2021. And this one, you know, played out absolutely beautifully. You can see it right over there, right? Where you have this accumulation cylinder, higher highs, higher lows, and then you just absolutely skyrocket, as you can see here. And you know, where's the correction? Like I said, and Luna was the best example for the last few weeks. The correction usually is in between the top of the ascending cylinder and the support. And if you extend it, you know, it is that range where you are going to reaccumulate at the top of the ascending cylinder, which is right over here. And this is what has happened. We are having this kind of effect now for Luna. And maybe some of you guys, old subscribers, remember this that we have been talking about on Luna, where this was very likely going to be an accumulation zone right over here, the top of the cylinder. And it is actually playing out right now. So I think we are ready for a correction on Luna. This pump has been absolutely crazy. What has it been? A 25% pump, or a 65% pump in just a few days. Absolutely. Luna is one of those great projects that will do very, very well. Expect Luna to have a correction right now. Yeah, I think it's going to have, it's very, very likely to have a correction. I think we are still creating like massive lower highs here. It is true that we've gotten above this range, above this area. Major buy zone, in my personal opinion, at this range. In between this area. We'll be looking at fib levels here, all depending on how we drop from this low to the high. 618. If we do start retracing, I mean, it does look like that the price will come down. You know, after a big, massive, aggressive pump, I think a correction is very, very likely. Would I short here? No. I would long the correction and the consolidation, seeing a reaction, and then longing, all depending on how we come down, of course. That's my take here on Luna. Let's take a look at some different cryptos here in the comment section. But first, guys, we've got 400 people watching. I need your insane support just by smashing up that like button. Make sure to smash the like button. Let's get to 200 likes in the next couple of minutes. It will be absolutely insane, guys. Thank you very much. Let's go through. Right, you're wasting your time doing TA on this. It's about go parabolic up run with a massive dump to 20k. Yeah, I know. I've seen so many TA patterns play out. So yeah, I think it's not wasting time. There is a way to take advantage on probabilities and making some money. So yeah, this is definitely because you cannot do TA, you cannot make money by trading, and this is the usual comments that you get from people that can't make money. You know, TA doesn't work. It is what it is. Also, Ukraine-Russia situation is also crucial. Absolutely. I have thought though that maybe this situation, what about if this situation has been priced in already with this major drop? What about if it's been priced in? Because the S&P 500 did get a major bounce. It did get a drop from the last few days from an invasion, right? What happens if it's priced in? What happens if it's already been priced in? This is the buy the news event kind of thing, right? Instead of selling the news, you're buying the news because the news is very, very bad, extremely bad. And what happened? You get a big, massive fat pump on the stock market, the American stock market, of course, the S&P 500, NASDAQ, not the Russian stock market, but on the American one, you do get a big fat pump. So this one has been the buy the bad news, a clear event right there. Check BTC in the weekly if closed below 40k in 5-hour close and RSI going down. Right, check BTC on the weekly. Let's take a look at Bitcoin on the weekly. Bitcoin on the weekly and close below 40k in the 5-hour close and RSI going down. Let's take a look at RSI here right away and see what's going on. I'm not sure what is your point right there, but RSI, we got the close in about 5 hours. Check BTC in weekly if closed below 40k in 5 hours close and RSI going down. Hi Andy, please check ONT. It's pumping. Let's take a look at ONT, ontology. Long time since we haven't taken a look at ontology. Let's take a look at, is it ontology? Ontology. Let's take a look right away. Straight away, let's take a look at ontology. and see what's going on. Ooh, we just got some major levels here. A long time we haven't done any analysis. If we zoom out here on ontology, on the daily, it is basically at extreme lows. It is almost at, you know, the black swan event lows, which was, you know, in March of 2020, we went as low as what, 20 cents, 25, 22 cents approximately. We've gone down to 40 cents. Cool. I mean, this is the thing. How low can we go? How low can ontology go? Can it go back down to the March 2020 lows? Probably not. We are probably going to have an accumulation zone here in between 20 cents and you know, 50 cents. This is if we do not start pumping from here. But I think a potential big bounce on ontology is very, very likely. And one of the reasons why is this potential double bottom, right? You got a double bottom. I just want to show you examples here. You got a double bottom there. So could this be a big double bottom on ontology? It's very, very possible. Very, very possible, of course. And we could pump to the next big major resistance if we do break this area. Right? We need to break this level over here, in my opinion, which is the 60 cents. And then we could have a big leg up to almost 80 cents. These are the major levels for ontology. And this is going to be the moment where it's going to be crucial, right? I think a lot of people are going to start becoming a little bit bullish, a little bit excited. We've got a big major resistance level. We are in a big, massive downtrend still. And I think this could be just another lower high, okay? So we need to do a lot of work here to start becoming bullish. Of course, we are hitting floor levels. The probabilities of breaking down much lower right now, I think is very, very low because we are at floor levels. I think a potential big bounce is more probable, and then potentially continuing this you know, massive big downtrend with lower highs. We are basically at floor levels right now. This is why you are getting this reaction, right? Well, you got that reaction right there. You were hitting floor levels. You got this bounce. It looks like we are hitting floor levels, and you know, this little bit of pumpy action is very, very possible. I think it's more probable, right? March is usually bearish. I think January was usually bullish, and we did have a bearish January. Analysis on AVAX. Yeah, sorry about that. Yeah, let's take a look at AVAX. I remember reading your comments, Crazy Crafts. Let's take a look at AVAX straight away. Right, AVAX. Very interesting to see AVAX here. We got a big, massive point of control here on AVAX from the trading range in between August of 2021 till now. We got a big trading range, as you can see here on the chart. And big support right there. This is why you are getting, you know, this red horizontal line is the biggest point of control on AVAX. You know, this would have been a beautiful long opportunity right there. Even though it looks like you are losing this major level, it's a beautiful long. And the reason why is because you basically have this big, massive reaccumulation zone, creating this big point of control. You are going to get some kind of reaction right there and a potential big pump. Now, what can we predict here for AVAX? I think AVAX has the possibility of coming back down to retest $68, because you are basically creating a lower high right there. It's very, very hard to say right now on AVAX. Let's take a look at the 4 hourly. Yeah, you're already kind of printing this like lower high, right? It looks like it's going to roll back down. You can take a look at volume. Yeah, it looks like AVAX is possibly rolling back down to come and retest these lows or almost those lows, and then potentially get supported. Not much to add here on AVAX. I'm a little bit neutral. I would love to see AVAX have an explosive breakout from this, you know, lower high trend line, and also this major resistance at $100, basically $95, $100. It's going to be very difficult, of course, but I think AVAX could reverse from this level and try and attempt to break this area. Will this be a big fat breakout, fake out? It very, very much can be a big fat fake out. But I do like this kind of price action, just like Bitcoin, right? Where you do have this low and you do have this higher low. And I think you are still going to create this higher low and have a bullish momentum to retest the highs here. Right? Looking at the 4 hourly, you are forming some strength here with these higher lows. Hi, dude. What do you think about Kadena? I think Kadena is a great... I think Kadena is a great blockchain project, of course. Very fast transactions. There was a big hype on Kadena, and I think it's one of those blockchain projects that's going to do very, very well. Rose also, I like Rose a lot. Also is going to be a successful blockchain project, and you know, we can take a look at Kadena right here, having a massive correction, and it's not looking too bad on Kadena. It's not looking too bad because I really like this kind of price action right there, where you have created a nice consolidation at this reaccumulation event. This was over 1 week of accumulation right there, and went absolutely parabolic afterwards. You know, we are potentially forming another reaccumulation here. I would wait a few days. If we start seeing some more sideways action, I would be very bullish on Kadena at this level. You know, this is you know, the bears losing steam here, and it's going to be like an accumulation event, and we could see a big spike on price action. It is true that we are forming aggressive lower highs here, but we are already starting to form slightly higher highs right there. This is not a descending triangle, of course, because you went lower here and you are going higher right there. It's not a perfect descending triangle, right? Which is a bearish pattern. So yeah, I would wait a few days on Kadena. It looks like that we could potentially form like a reaccumulation event right there on Kadena. Not looking too bad. Right, dumping. We are dumping. Bitcoin is dumping. Okay, let's take a look at Bitcoin here on the shorter time frames. See what's going on. See what's going on. Are we having a little bit of an aggressive dump here? Let's go to the shorter time frames. CPI. Right, let's take a look at Bitcoin dumping. Yeah, but I mean, it's dumping, but it's still, you know, it's still above this $38,000 area. You know, if we dump down to $37,000, then yeah, we are basically, you know, dumping. But yeah, we're just dumping a little bit here, not too aggressive. Let's see what happens. Right, it's not dumping. Yeah, it's not really dumping very, very hard, actually. Especially no volume coming in. I think there's not going to be too much interest coming in here on the selling pressure, potentially. Right, ADA. Let's take a look at ADA here for whale. Let's take a look at ADA right away. 88 US dollar. S&P 500 opening in a few hours. It's going to be very interesting to see. I think, you know, we can do some analysis on the S&P 500 also. You know the deal. We were taking a look at the S&P 500 the last day, and I want to show you before taking a look at after taking a look at ADA, that we have potentially created a downtrend here. We are touching to perfection right over here, this support level, and also this, you know, lower high resistance. I think it is, we're above the center of this descending channel, which is bullish already. And I think a potential retest of the resistance of this descending channel on the S&P 500 is very, very likely. So, you know the deal. The dollar's gained a huge amount of power right now. DXY pumping, dollar gaining value against other currencies, most of the currencies. S&P 500 having a bullish effect from the situation. Will this continue? Remember, you know, United States is still superpower, is the superpower worldwide. It is not China. It is not Russia. Okay. So I think it's still going to have a good effect on the US market and dollar. Right. Let's take a look. Let's take a look at FTM and dot, please. Andy says Rajat. Absolutely. Let's take a look at dot. And I've also got Shiba Inu here in the comment section. Shiba Inu. Oh, ADA first. Sorry. ADA is looking very, very boring. It's just going down and down and down. No signs of strength. No signs of going sideways. It's just, we were talking about the $1 area, which is big support, was going to get broken because the momentum here on ADA was extremely sad. You know, this is very likely going to lose 80 cents. You know, it's very, very likely going to lose it. We need to see some sideways action, some kind of, you know, bearish exhaustion, and we're not seeing that. It's just going down and down and down. $1 is extreme resistance right now. We are currently below it. I think ADA is not looking good for the next coming weeks. Let's take United States was the superpower till now. It still is. Okay, it still is the superpower. Most of the things are traded in dollars. Most of everything, you know, dollar is the world reserve currency, right? And US is still the superpower. It's not Russia and it's not China. They are getting really powerful though. That is for sure. No doubt about that. Let's take a look at FTM, Phantom. What is going on with Phantom? What is going on with Phantom? Major levels here. Big point of control here on Phantom. We got this point of control right there. This is why we did get this major consolidation right there. Support. It's not looking too great. This is the moment where Phantom needs to start reacting and getting a bounce, because this is not looking good. If we start losing this low over here at the $1.20, $1.30 area, it's not going to be looking good at all for Phantom. If we start losing this big major low at the $1.25, $1.30 to be more exact, and we have a successful daily candle close over here, it won't be looking good for Phantom for the next coming weeks. You have a big double top kind of pattern right there. You know, it's not going to be looking good. It is true that we do have a big point of control right there that might hold support for the next coming weeks. Expect big major bounces at $1.25, $1.30 area, just like we got a bounce right there. We could have easily another bounce. Okay, it's not going to be easy for the bears to break this level. This is why you have big bounces. You are going to have them right now, as you can see on the chart. So it is true. Be careful. You know, I would be more interested in shorting this area. We are actually getting a big resistance at this level. Look how perfectly we have been bouncing our support there, support there, support here. You are creating basically a massive descending triangle, creating lower highs, lower highs, lower highs. You break down, where you come back up to, that resistance. That was this was this morning a shorting opportunity right there. You know, in between yesterday and today, you had a great short opportunity on Phantom here in front of my eyes. I mean, I haven't done analysis during the weekend on altcoins, of course. I just take a look at altcoins basically for the live stream, you know, just looking at these levels. I don't do much altcoin analysis. I focus on Bitcoin and on the stock market. I don't trade altcoins very often. So this is the thing. I mean, if I would have done analysis on this altcoin, I probably would have shorted this area where you're getting a great resistance level at $1.80 basically, because it's been such a strong support level that we've broken down. You know, it's worth the risk to short that right there. So yeah, where's the short position coming to? I think we could retest the lows here at 130 area, 130, 135. You know, this consolidation, that is the target, and then get a potential bounce up, because we are going to react at this level. That is no doubt about that we are going to react at this range and potentially get another big bounce. Guys, remember, you can trade Phantom on Bybit and you get the best deal available on Bybit. It's up to $4,100. You got the link down below. You get a 30% fee discount also, which is absolutely great. So you got the bonus down below, guys. It's another way to support the channel. Of course, I get a small commission. You get the best bonus available. And you got to pull up Jasmy chart. I think Jasmy chart is only available on PooCoin or one of those platforms. Oh no, we have got it here actually. Wow, I mean, this one's getting absolutely crushed. There's not much to chart about this because it's just going down and down and down. This is not showing any signs of strength anytime soon. The bears are not losing any strength here. It's just in a big downtrend for months right now. And there's no signs of stopping any time soon for Jasmy, unfortunately. Yeah, it's getting absolutely crushed. We haven't got much price data here. Yeah, there's nothing to chart from this. This, I think, is just going to go slowly down and find some kind of floor. And if you are bullish in this cryptocurrency, you know, you want to get into the floor, right? You want to try and get into the floor, because then you're going to start seeing this kind of price action. Maybe at some point, maybe not that high, maybe, but there are some potential gains when you flatten out in a crypto, because you get these crazy pumps and you need to be fast, or you need to put some sell limit orders, because there are some gains to make there. But Jasmy is not looking good. It's just making consistent lower highs and lower lows. Yeah, I mean, this is not the kind of chart that not the kind of crypto I want to be in, because it's just going down and down and down. Right, SLP, let's take a look at Smooth Love Potion. Why not for someone here in the community? For Faisal, for Jasper, let's take a look at Smooth Love Potion. Axie Infinity cryptocurrency. Let's take a look at the daily. I'm at the daily right now. I have no idea why we did have this big massive pump on Smooth Love Potion. It should have been something. I guess it was something from the game. Something happened on the game or something that we had this crazy pump action. This was a pretty insane pump. I think it was over 200. Yeah, about 360% pump. But you know what I think about SLP? I think it's a very risky coin. It is in a big aggressive downtrend. Could we see signs of bottoming out? You know, the bad thing about SLP coin is that it is it's got infinite supply, right? There is no stop for the creation of this token. Now, what could be bullish about this is that there's been very low interest in Axie Infinity right now. There's less users playing the game every week, potentially. I'm not too sure about that. But, and then maybe the creation of SLP tokens has dropped dramatically. So that could be a bullish, fundamental. But looking at this chart, I mean, that would have been a great shorting opportunity. We are potentially, we are in an aggressive downtrend. Longing this is very, very risky. That would have been a great short opportunity at that level. You are hitting this consolidation. You got a big, massive daily candle right there and a big reaction. You don't see those reactions over here. We do have a little bit of reaction here. So there is a possibility you could get a big bounce from this area because of this consolidation. You can see a big spike on point of control right there. Are we hitting important fib levels? It might be the 618, round about that range where we're currently at. It could be a good buy zone right over here, SLP token from this consolidation. The only thing I don't like about this token is that it has infinite supply. So the creation is constant on this one. Yeah, I know it is available. All speculations, Kendall. Yes, of course. Absolutely. It's total speculation. Looking at probabilities. It is all that. It is all that. But I hope you are here in the channel, because if this does play out, I know not much people are going to come. A lot of people like to come and hate when something doesn't play out. When it does play out, not much people say, hey, that played out really nicely. It's just what it is. But I mean, if we start pumping, I'm going to personally not guarantee, but almost guarantee, with an 80% certainty that we are going to get a reaction at this level. Okay, this is why we do technical analysis. We want to react to the price action. We want to check out major levels where we are going to get resistance and support, where we could bounce. And I'm telling you, if we do pump to $48,000 area, we are very, very likely going to get a drop from this level. And I will come back to today's stream, the 27th of February. And this is why we use technical analysis. We got a Gartley pattern. This is only looking at probabilities, all right? At the end of the day, the price could go to $20,000 tomorrow. But looking at the probabilities, we do have big major levels. And what we need to do is wait patiently to hit those levels. If we do hit those levels, right? Because gaining this high and this support level, I know a lot of people are going to become very, very bullish. Especially the noobs are going to become very bullish. We do have a bearish Gartley. We do have the highs from this ascending channel. And we do have, you keep up adding stuff. We do have a huge big point of control from the price action in between December till February. You got big points of control right there. This is why the price action reacts to these levels. Biggest point of control here is right there. You get a reaction, you get a bounce. You got this big spike on point of control. So where's this big spike? It is at the top of this potential channel. You got a bearish Gartley, you got a resistance, you got resistance from this. The price won't break easily this area. And I know there will be a lot of potential selling pressure. And this is what technical analysis is all about. This is all about speculation. It's all about, not prediction. It's reacting to the price. I don't know where the price is going to go. What I do know is where we are going to react, where the price is potentially going to bounce or get rejected at. This is what trading is all about. You need to find those levels by doing analysis. And the end of the day, we do not know if we are going to come down from here or if we are going to hit this level. But I am very interested in this level over here. BTC dumping hard now. Okay. Let's see. Super chat. Okay, let me take a look at the super chat right away. Can you give a look at RFox? Paid boy? Absolutely. Let's take a look at this one. Let's take a look at RFox right away. RFox, US dollar. I have no idea what this crypto is. It looks like I've taken a look at this crypto at some point. This one is hitting floor levels. It's basically hitting the floor. Would I be bullish on this? Not just yet. But we're basically at the summer lows of 2021. Look at this. We are getting that small reaction right there right now. It is in a very heavy downtrend, of course, since late November. I would be interested in seeing some sideways action on this one if it does find a floor right there. We got a beautiful double bottom right there. Will we get supported this time? If we go sideways, I would be more interested on this. I mean, there's not much to analyze on it on a coin like this. I'm not sure what is ranked on CoinGecko. Let's RFox. What is it's ranked 495, so this is a low cap coin. It must be about 20 million or no, 67 million. But yeah, it's very hard to analyze. This is why I don't analyze altcoins too much, because it's just, you know, big fat pump, big fat dump. And what I do know about altcoins is that, you know, you find a floor at some point, and this is one of the best, you know, opportunities to trade, to get in a coin if you want to accumulate for the long term. Because let's take a look at ADA, for example. I mean, have we got, yeah, look at this. This is the thing, you know, look at ADA right there. You go down, you start to find some bullish momentum here. This is a little bit of disbelief rally over there. But for a lot of the altcoins, you know, we are potentially round about this range, or round about this range, or round about this range, where we can see some slightly more volatility to the downside. But when you go sideways for such a long time, you start seeing a little bit of pumpy action, people getting excited, then you get, you know, this is the kind of disbelief rally where you are, you know, it's a suckers rally basically. People get a little bit excited, and then you go down in sideways for a long time. It might be months, it might be a year. What happens afterwards, you know, this is the range you want to invest, right? This level, when you kind of find a floor, price, you know, pumps and dumps in a range for quite a long time. Because then this happens at some point, and nothing is guaranteed, of course. We do not know if we are going to have another crypto run. It's very likely yes, because of adoption, crypto adoption, decentralization is growing extremely fast, and the price will have a reaction at some point in the next coming years, potentially months. So you know, whoever says that crypto is dead and crypto's not going anywhere in the future, I think they're very, very wrong. It's like the internet wasn't going anywhere back in, you know, the early 90s, and yeah, internet went all the way. So decentralization is so important. I know back in Eastern countries, a lot of people, you know, there's been runs on the bank right now going on. What's going on? Where's my money? Everybody wants to get their money out of their banking account. They're having huge problems. You know, and a lot of people are already, you know, getting huge amounts of USDT, USDC, and this is a fact right now, guys. The last week, you can see some data, so you can see some news. People relying on decentralization, on stable coins, because you want to get your money out of the bank, and there's a run on the bank. You know, these banks don't have all of your money. There's going to be restrictions. You can't get more than such amount every day out of the bank. And yeah, why not? Because my money's in the bank. Why can't I get my money out? Because yeah, this is a very big problem that a lot of people are going to realize. and decentralization, and a lot of the good cryptocurrencies, because there's a lot of crap out there, very likely that 95% of the cryptos are going to die off, go to zero, or stay close to zero. None of them, and a lot of them won't go to zero, but they'll just die off. I don't know, guys. Right, let's take a look. Do Luna. I've taken a look at Luna. I've taken a look at Luna already. And yeah, I think I'm going to call it a day, guys. I think, like I said, it would be nice to see Bitcoin drop even lower. It would be nice to see. I mean, this trend line is from the 4-hourly chart. Let's take this out of the way. It would be nice to see the Bitcoin price to drop slightly lower to some fib levels. You know, if we do get down to the 618 right over here, it would be absolutely phenomenal. I'm talking about, you know, in between $37,000 and $36,500. Absolutely great area, in my opinion, if we do get a consolidation at this range. In between today and tomorrow, it would be absolutely fantastic. I wouldn't be scared at all from this potential drop, especially if we do consolidate at this level. Big range, as you can see. Strong support level there. We did react to this level here. We've got big volume. If it comes down, if it does come down, I think I will be happy. I will be looking to enter longs. That is only me, guys. Of course, you can do whatever you want. You don't need to follow me. I am not a financial advisor. What range do you see on BTC? Weekly doji candle. What range do I see on BTC? I think, you know, that is going to be the range. The BTC range. I've talked about the scenarios at the beginning of the video. I want to show you the scenarios that I look at. And like I said, you know, if we do come down to this range at $37,000 area, it's a very strong level over there. And I will be happy to potentially long at that range. So yeah, that's my take on this, guys. Will it play out? Potentially yes. Stay safe. I'm more interested in shorting here, guys, than actually longing this range. Okay, this should be super clear. Me personally, I'm more interested in shorting the Bitcoin mega pump if it does happen in the next coming couple of weeks than actually longing here. Longing here is pure speculation. Shorting here, you do have some confirmed levels. So that is my take, guys. That is my analysis. Obviously, take it with a grain of salt. And yeah, Andy, monthly closing red. Let's take a look at the monthly. It's been ages since I haven't taken a look at the monthly chart. Let's take a look at it. Closing in the red, or I guess March will have to be green. A big doji. Is it kind of doji? Yeah, kind of a big doji here on the monthly chart. Will this mean that, you know, a potential reversal if you have a doji at the very end of a big downtrend? You know, it is potentially that you know that you can see some of the bulls and the bears fighting. So it could indicate a potential reversal on the monthly. Big doji right there. Let's see what happens. Right, let's take a look. Can you check? Wait. Consider a long at $36,000 if consolidates. I think $36,000 is going to be a little bit too low. If we go down to $36,000, I think we could go down slightly lower. Let me take a look at the 4-hourly here on this chart. Yeah, I mean, this is a potential range right there. If we do go to $36,000, and we do consolidate around this area, it might be looking good, only because it is a major support level. But we'll have to consolidate there. If we start falling here very aggressively, we you know, this could fall very aggressively all the way down to this low or to this low. It's just, I want to get into consolidations, and only I will, add to my long position if we consolidate here. Because the long position is very, very low capital. I just want to get into something if this were to be a bull flag, just to, ride to the upside. But if we start falling aggressively here and start falling from this range, I won't be interested in longing, because then it's not going to be looking good. If we do see this kind of price action in the next few hours, it's not going to be looking good. It's very likely you're going to come down and retest the low $33,000 range here that we created in January. But if we do consolidate, I would be happy to potentially long that. Anyway, right. Is AVAX worth it? What is the resistance, and why are altcoins crashing as compared to Bitcoin? Well, let's take a look at AVAX. I think AVAX, like I said, it is in a big, massive downtrend, of course. It's in a big, massive downtrend, AVAX. As you can see here on the daily chart, and massive lower highs right there. Big resistance. We got major rejection. We did talk about this area being a potential good shorting opportunity, because you got the trend line major rejection from these lower highs, and also you do have a big resistance level. Look at these daily candles right there, right here, right there. That was an excellent short opportunity. This was mentioned on a live stream. Now, it's a very hard one to say for AVAX. The good thing about AVAX that we do have a big point of control here. Massive, big, solid volume from this accumulation zone. There is a possibility that this range might hold, and you are creating a higher low right there. I think AVAX is a great blockchain project. It is going to be one of the ones that will survive and that will do very well. We've got projects being built on top of the AVAX blockchain, and yeah, a very interesting project that will do well. It's going to continue growing. So why won't the price grow if the blockchain is growing with projects built on their blockchain? Reason why altcoins are dropping against Bitcoin, maybe harder, is maybe because of this, which is the Bitcoin dominance. We are starting to see the Bitcoin dominance having a little bit of a pump today, which has been going from 42.3% all the way to now 42.7. So that is a 0.40% run. No, yeah, about a 50% 0.40, 0.50% run, 0.5% of a run, which is quite a lot. Looking at the dominance, that is quite a lot. So this is why this means that money from altcoins are going into Bitcoin. This is what really this chart is, right? The Bitcoin dominance. For anybody that is new here into cryptocurrency, Bitcoin dominance works on the chart with percentage. So Bitcoin dominance right now is 42.7%. This means that the entire crypto market capitalization, I'm not sure how many billions it is right now, but this means that Bitcoin controls 42.7% right now of the entire market cap of cryptocurrency. So if this goes up, this means that if this goes up to 50%, this means that a lot of the money from altcoins are flipping into Bitcoin. And if this drops, this means a lot of the money from Bitcoin are going into altcoins, basically. This is just for, I know a lot of you people know this, but some people don't. We've got a lot of newcomers here. Bitcoin dumping. Very interesting to see what is going to happen, guys. Like I said, I think that 30, let me just zoom in here on the chart. Take a look at volume. This level over here needs to hold. What level are you talking about? I think, that 36.9, 37K levels, just because we do have big volume on the 1 hourly. Right there, the back of the candle. The back of this red candle right there. the back of this green big candle here with high volume. Volume needs to start kicking in here. If we don't see very high volume coming in right now, we are potentially going to consolidate at this range. Let's see what happens if we do start consolidating. I think I will be pretty bullish. I will be pretty bullish on this area, guys. Stay extremely safe. Make sure to place your stop loss if you're trading. Press the like button. Absolutely, guys. Press the like button. Please do. Support the channel. Make sure to check out Bitcoinsensus website. We've got the latest news and technical analysis. How cryptocurrency is becoming the voice of the common man. Take a look at this insane article. Totally free information down below. You got the best bonuses for Prime XBT and for Bybit. Remember, guys, you got an insane bonus on Prime XBT. You get 7% added to your deposit. Follow us on Twitter, on Instagram. We got all the socials down below. I got the tutorials also here down below in the description to use Bybit and Prime XBT. Thank you, guys, and I will see you in the next one.